I'm James Leichter, president of Aptora. Maybe you've seen YouTube videos talking about how HVAC companies rip people off selling them these capacitors at high prices. Well, I have a different way of looking at it, and I'd like to tell you about it in less than 5 minutes. A capacitor like this might run around $12 or $13. To make the math easy, we'll just settle on $10. That's an HVAC company's direct cost. That's the price they pay for the capacitor. That has nothing to do with the cost of acquiring it, stocking it, carrying it around on the truck, overhead. An HVAC company might double the price of a capacitor. That's a 100% markup. $10 becomes $20. Is that fair? Is $30 fair? Would $40 be fair? Well, it's hard to say because that's only part of what we're paying for. We have to think about that we are paying for the entire service call. It really doesn't matter how much you pay for the capacitor until you know how much you paid for the entire service call. Let's break it down. Here's how it might break out. $30 per hour is what we pay the technician, but that's not what it cost us to pay the technician. We have things like payroll taxes, health insurance, other benefits, overhead, it goes on. But let's keep it easy. Let's stick with $30 an hour. As we said, we have $10 for the capacitor. We'll pay the technician 1.5 hours for the service call. $45 is our labor cost, $10 is our cost for the material. So if $55 is our cost without any overhead, benefits, payroll taxes, etc., what would be a fair price to charge the customer to replace this capacitor? Let's figure out how much to charge the customer. The average HVAC company has a net profit of 2.5%. We're going to want to get greedy. We're going to want to be a 10% net profit company. But the first thing we have to do is break even. We know we have $45 going to the technician, the part, $10. We have a direct cost of $55. As a rule of thumb, you want to mark up your direct cost on labor by 7 to get to break even. Again, that's a rule of thumb, so we have to be careful about rules of thumb, but that would get you to $315. But we're paying the technician for probably more like 3 hours of labor. You never bill out as many hours as you pay a technician. $315 is our break even for labor. Now we have to think about the capacitor that's been blamed for ripping so many people off. We decided $315 is our estimated break even on labor, granted using rules of thumb. To break even on the part, we need to mark that up 1.5 or 50%. That means we're selling the part for $15. That doesn't sound like very much, but again, we have to think about what we're getting for the entire service call, not for the part. That gets us to $330 break even. Whatever the true number is, that's break even. But that's going to be pretty close to where we're at in reality. Now we have to add for profit. Break even is $330. We're going to add for profit. In this case, we're shooting for a 10% net profit. You might be tempted to multiply $330 by 1.1. That would be a mistake. You'd come up a little short. You have to use the divisor method. 1 minus your desired net profit. That gives us a divisor of 0.9. Take 330 divided by 0.9. That gives you a $367 retail price. And that's what an HVAC company might sell a capacitor for. Before I wrap this up, please, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. So how much is a ripoff for a capacitor? Well, if you drove to a store and paid $150 for the capacitor, this one especially, would be a ripoff. But when the capacitor or any parts are part of an entire service call, you have to think about how much did you pay for the entire service call? Was that reasonably priced, or do you feel like it was a ripoff? Assuming the company is reasonably efficient and does things within the norms, $367 would not be a ripoff for a $10 capacitor. But I hope you realize by now, you didn't buy the capacitor. You bought the entire service. Okay, that about does it. I'm James Leichter, president of Aptora. I've been in the HVAC industry my entire adult life, and I love making content like this. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel. And I'll see you in the next one.